Hello, everyone. A very good day to all of you joining us live. Welcome to Kissflow's Global Demo Day. I'm Megha, your host for today, and with me, I have our speakers and our experts for today, Mr. Abhishek Paul, who is the cultural shepherd of Kissflow, and Ruhaya, who's a talent retention partner at Kissflow. Today, both of them are going to help you understand how you could launch your idle onboarding app in just under 30 minutes. In this 30 minutes demo, you'll learn how to create a custom onboarding workflow for each role, set dynamic and automated multi-level approvals, integrate the onboarding app with other HR tools, and track and monitor onboarding progress in real time. So the structure of this session is very simple. We will be starting with a presentation by Abhishek, and then in the next part of it, we will have Ruhaya who will demonstrate a demo of how to use the platform to create the onboarding whole process and everything. So if you are having any questions or doubts and you want to ask Ruhaya or Abhishek during the session, you can start dropping them in the Q&A box whenever it arises, and we will answer all of them at the end of the demo once the platform demo is over. So I hope this session is informative and useful to all of you, and over to Abhishek.
Hi everyone, I'm Abhishek and I'm excited to walk you through Kissflow's onboarding app. This is a process that almost all of us would have experienced sometime in our career. And beyond looking at it as an administrative process, maybe a slightly cumbersome one at that, I don't know if any of us remember much about the whole day or the week that we were onboarded. Maybe some of you were lucky enough to get some fancy goodies, and that's still got a pride of place in your shelf somewhere. But we wanted to see in today's changing talent dynamics whether this is sufficient. Onboarding had to be much more than this. And this is our effort to make sure that we have a system to enable us to do that. The way we will do that is I'm going to take the next 3 minutes to walk you through what the change in approach is, the way we look at onboarding, and how this app helps facilitate that process. And then my colleague will walk you through a demo where she will show you the specific features in a little bit more detail so you can see how this whole thing plays out. But to be honest, it's not that we had problems with onboarding when we got started. We were doing quite well by our own internal and external benchmarks. We were able to give a wonderful experience to the employees, something that they had not experienced in previous companies. But we realized as we were scaling, both in geography and in size, this was creating a lot of effort, and having an onboarding almost every week, this was putting a lot of effort on the team, and they were just pretty much running from onboarding to onboarding. We needed a systematic way to crack it. How did we go about doing it? We ensured that we mapped all our stakeholders first to ensure this app covers everybody. It was not just focused on the new joinee or the hiring manager, for instance. We wanted to holistically look at this problem and see how best to give everyone a meaningful experience through the process and a successful outcome as well. What was obvious is when you look at the key stakeholders, which is the new hire and the onboarding partner, from day zero onwards, some of the emotions that they feel are common to all of us, I'm sure. Right? Even if we have systems in place, it is still very time consuming. And there is, if we are being honest, a lot of manual effort involved. For a new joinee, almost everything is new. So there is information overload that happens. And for the person who's hiring, the hiring manager and the onboarding team, they realize, hey, I hired this person with certain expectations, but are they matching those expectations? Maybe there is a gap in the skills. Maybe there is a gap in the competencies. How do we address this going forward? And sometimes the new joinee, if they're working in a remote environment or even otherwise, can tend to feel isolated and uncertain about what the expectations are. These are things we wanted to address. But this requires some fundamental shifts in the way we look at onboarding. For example, we looked at onboarding as getting a person into the system, whereas beyond that, the conversations that we've had over the last few years, we realized the person has been onboarded for a particular business reason, and unless those outcomes are met, is the onboarding even successful? So onboarding moved from a 1 day or a 1 week event, administrative event, to a 3 month long process to ensure that the new joinee is set up for success, right? So the time frame has extended. And the other paradigm shifts that we were looking at, we moved from task focus, which is, hey, there's a checklist of items that you need to do, to outcome focus, meaning what is it that we expect you to be able to do, and are you able to do that? Number two, rather than us as the company trying to control everything, we try to give as much ownership, not just to the new employee, but also to his or her manager. And finally, onboarding is no longer just a process, it's an experience for the employee. We want them to really feel connected and also having clarity on what it needs to be successful here. These were the fundamental shifts that we were looking at. How do we do that? We brought this out through some changes in the app, some features that we built in, which you will see in a short while. Number one, we ensure that there was clarity for every stakeholder that we mentioned in the app. Everybody knows what they are expected to do even before the employee joins, and all the way till the 3 month period is over, where we are confirmed that this person is doing things at the level we want them to do, and hence it is a successful onboarding. Number two, all the processes for the stakeholders are also streamlined in one location. So there is no worry about the employee wondering what they need to do, whom they need to connect with, because everything is available at one centralized location. There is a dashboard which tracks their progress. So if a manager needs to know what is on the employee's plate, or the employee needs to know what's coming up next month, everything is available in their own dashboard. And of course, the onboarding manager can also track multiple employees to see what stage they are in and intervene wherever necessary. And this is important. We've also introduced the idea of performance and goal clarity into the onboarding app. Like we mentioned, it's not just getting all their documents in place and getting their paperwork done, but it's also about telling them clearly what they need to do over the 3 months from a learning perspective and an execution perspective, and how feedback is going to be given, so that the new joinee clearly understands what the role means on a day-to-day basis and what they need to do to clear the criteria mentioned for it. And finally, we hope that doing all of this will give them a clear experience, a wonderful experience, where they not just feel connected with the company, but they also feel confident that they have all the tools and resources to be successful here. But enough about this from me. I know you're looking forward to seeing what all of this is in a practical perspective. So I'm just going to hand it over to my colleague to walk you through the demo.
Hi, I'm Ruhaya. I will walk you through the demo today. Let's start with the employee dashboard, which is essentially a personal mission control center for every new hire. Think of it as a GPS for the first few months, guiding them through each step of the onboarding. Here, they can track their progress as they complete tasks, and in the upcoming session section at the bottom, they can join key sessions organized by an onboarding owner, like policy induction, culture induction, etc., and stay organized. No more feeling lost. By clicking into the title of the event, they can join and grow. Next, by clicking into view all of the upcoming sessions, the new hire can easily see what the sessions they have been scheduled during their onboarding journey. Apart from this, the attendance of the new hire will also be tracked by the onboarding owner, which will be shared here as well. Next, we have a streamline process section, all essentials in one place. With our employee onboarding process, a form will be initiated by the onboarding owner to capture the personal details to professional documents of the new hire. The new hire just have to upload all of the information. It's as simple as upload, click, and done. The text fields in the form, as well as the workflow steps, can be customized based on how onboarding at your organization will work. Then we have the Launchpad, which is also known as the Goal Tracker. It's like a new hire's personal rocket ship to success. Here, managers set a 90-day game plan in advance, allowing new hires to track their progress and meet goals. With our app, manager will get access to this goal tracker ahead of time before a new hire is about to join and keep the goals prepared to walk through on the day one. The goal tracker is designed to auto-populate inputs tailored to the individual's role. For instance, in the case of a associate solutions consultant, the tracker outlines predefined roles and responsibilities, covering overall goals segmented into two clear phases: phase 1 knowledge transfer and phase 2 ready to deploy. Each phase captures assigned tasks and measurable outcomes, ensuring clarity and alignment with expectations at every step. Apart from this, a weekly check-in calendar invite will also be shared by day one of the onboarding to continue this progress discussion between the manager and the new hire during the probation period. This goal tracker can be customized based on how each team operates. With the use of a unique dashboard, we can capture the experience of new hires in the onboarding journey until their probation period ends by capturing inputs through an automated feedback process. Be it any buddy program, monthly check-ins, etc., our process form can be customized to your needs to understand the pulse of the new hire. Beyond the process section, we have collateral page, a centralized hub for resources. This serves as a centralized hub for all key information that an organization would want to share with the new hires. Whether it's policy documents, training slides, or guides, everything is just a click away. By clicking into the document share, it will redirect you to the file immediately. With this page, the new hires have streamlined access to everything they need, saving time and removing the confusion about whom to contact or where to find essential files. Now, we are going to navigate through the command center for onboarding owners. This is a dashboard for the onboarding owners and admins. You can track sessions, manage attendance, automate emails, and oversee the entire onboarding process with ease. In the upcoming onboarding section, we will have a list of new hires that are expected to onboard in the upcoming weeks. You will be notified and in your queue when an onboarding process is expected to initiate. To know the details of the new hire, you can click into the card and understand personal to professional details about the new hire. The recruiter, once you fill in all the relevant details through the ATS used by your HR team, the data will get pre-populated in the process for you to kickstart an onboarding program. In our process section, we have the batch request feature, a streamlined solution for batch onboarding that allows you to efficiently manage multiple hires across regions simultaneously. This form includes specific workflow steps tailored to the action items required by an onboarding owner, starting from day one formalities to touch points throughout the first few weeks. Be it the basic details about which team the new hire is going to join, what's the mode of onboarding, whether it's virtual or in person, the background verification data that has to be initiated with the stakeholder. Everything can be done, and covering all the aspect of the new hire's onboarding journey can be customized as well. The onboarding owner can also create action items that are specific to the day one of onboarding. Additionally, both the text fields in the form enable capturing crucial details such as day one schedules and formalities required from the new hire, and also the workflow steps can be customized based on how the onboarding program in your organization will be organized. As an organizer myself, real-time data integration, automated emails, calendar scheduling not just enables me to plan ahead, but build meaningful relationships in the meantime. As part of the onboarding process, it's ideal that each onboarding owner would spend most of their time in calendar schedules. This again is going to be a breeze with our app. Now the onboarding admin can use a sessions page to create new session, track attendance, and initiate missed events for the new hires. As and when a batch request process is initiated, the sessions page will be more of an attendance tracker. You need not have to initiate sessions. if you had customized few sessions to be initiated along with the batch request process. We can mark attendance for any sessions that was already initiated and click submit. The pending attendees tab will have the list of sessions organized by the onboarding owner. Here, if we click into the yet to attend, we can view the participants who are supposed to attend the session. On the other hand, we can also click into the new item and initiate a new session if it was not planned. Let's create one session. I'm just adding the date, time, and minutes. Owner who's supposed to be part of the session, and attendees. This search bar will only populate new hires who haven't taken part of the session that you are initiating. You can also add other attendees to be included in this session. As you click submit, a calendar invite will be initiated to the new hires calendar. Now you can navigate to the to-do action items. Marking the participants as absent or present will basically calculate whether if they are absent, it will initiate a trigger system to automatically re-add them to the event list for the next session. Additionally, only the onboarding owner who initiates the session has the ability to mark attendance for participants, maintaining control and accuracy in the process. As an organizer, you might wonder where all this information goes. That's where the repository section comes in. Here, you can track each new hire's entire onboarding journey in one centralized data form. By simply clicking on an entry like this, I can access a complete profile of the new hire, everything from the team that they are going to join, whether sessions they have attended, background verification, whether it's done or not. And this will all be updated as and when that particular action item is completed. This will give you a quick snapshot or a one-stop view that makes tracking and managing each onboarding journey effortless for your new hire. The reports page provides valuable insights through visual representation of data collected during the onboarding journey. This includes feedback from various forms such as the buddy program feedback, onboarding feedback, etc. These reports enable HR and manager to analyze trends, assess the effectiveness of the onboarding process, and identify areas for improvement with ease. You can also customize into a pie chart or a bar graph based on how you do want to visualize the data and even gain more insights about how your onboarding is done effectively. Each dashboard in our onboarding app is designed to the needs of a new hire until their probation period. This means from day one until the probation period ends, the onboarding is well built to automate tasks until the confirmation of an employee. Next, let's explore the manager dashboard. This dashboard serves as a dedicated hub for managers to stay on top of their immediate action items. It provides an overview of pending and completed tasks. On the right displays the onboarding history of the new hires in their team. This includes current progress along the onboarding roadmap as well as access to the historical data from previous batches. This comprehensive view ensures managers remain informed and proactive, enabling them to track and engage with their team's onboarding journey effectively. We also have a separate section that indicates the process adherence of task completion and feedback scores to understand the pulse of the new hires. Both the SLA metrics and the feedback scores can be used to recognize the managers who are the best at onboarding. Every task is automated, every step is tracked in real time, and your onboarding team can focus on building connections, not on data entry. We're not just automating tasks, they're redefining how your organization welcomes and integrates new talent. Thank you.